According to the U.S. government, 1 in 4 people in our country live with some type of disability. Sometimes you can see someone has a disability, but sometimes you can't. But everyone deserves equal treatment and access. I spoke with Daman, Wandke, and Kyann Flint about a workshop that they're putting together tomorrow to increase equity when it comes to access.
Thank you both for taking the time to talk with us today. Tell us a bit about the work you do.
At Wandke Consulting, we educate vendors on how to be more accommodating to people with disabilities. That includes disability inclusion training, as well as making sure that the website is accessible to people with disabilities.
Yeah, it would seem that having that website available to people and that training so important. Kyann, what do you think?
Yes, so at Wandke Consulting, we strive to educate organizations on how to become more accessible. We talk a lot about how accessibility is not one size fits all. And so what works for one person with a disability may not work for another. And so we like to brainstorm with organizations to help them understand what it's like to live with a disability and then how to begin implementing accessibility and inclusion into their best practices.
That's wonderful. So you also have a workshop coming up soon. What will folks learn there?
So in our workshop that is on March 10th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we will be talking about little pieces of different topics that all intersect with living with a disability. So disability is extremely diverse in that there are so many types of disabilities, and how a disability, even the same diagnosis, affects someone can greatly range from person to person. And then we will also be addressing low cost, high impact solutions about how organizations and individuals can start implementing accessibility and inclusion. Almost 25% of the US population has a disability, and again, it affects every person differently. So accessibility is not just a ramp, it's so much more than that.
Yeah, 25%, those are big numbers. For both of you in general, what would you say are the biggest misconceptions about people who are disabled?
One I get a lot because I have a speech impairment is people talk them down to me because they think I'm not intelligent because of my speech.
There are just so many misconceptions about what we can and can't do as individuals with disabilities. So there's intellectual misconceptions, there's independence misconceptions. Independence, like disability, looks different for everyone. And so there's different stages and people accomplish things at different times. And this goes for the non-disabled community too. But there's also the misconception that all wheelchair users are alike, all people with Down syndrome are alike, all people with X diagnosis are the same. And that's so far from the truth because we are a diverse, thriving community, and we can't forget about accessibility and inclusion. And if you look at it from the market perspective, there's the misconception that we don't have a market power, but that is also so far from the truth because we're a $490 billion market. So it's really important to start learning how to incorporate accessibility and inclusion because you don't want to miss the market that's out there. But it's so much more than that because those of us with disabilities are human beings and we should be allowed to have the same services and opportunities as everyone else.
Absolutely. And my last question is, what can people do to make access more equitable?
Well, first I'm going to promote our training. It's free, so please come join us. But also, don't listen just to Daman and myself. Talk to people with disabilities who want to share their story. Those of us with disabilities have a unique perspective, and oftentimes we think outside the box because we live in a world that wasn't created for us.
Now, to learn more about this workshop, just visit New Day's website. We've got all the information right there.